From 10K Graphics and Brady Murphy from Murphs Fab and Repair. I'm just gonna jump right into it here, and
Intro time?
yeah, gonna do Kayla's intro video. It's actually her ad. She is a driver. I will make her a good intro here for the next time she comes on. Hello, Kayla.
Hello.
How are you today?
I am doing well. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing all right.
Good.
So, tell us a little bit about you, and what you do.
Well, I am a graphic designer. I work full time in ALEC doing digital media specialist, so I do a lot of social media, and I do that full time. And then on the side, I do my graphics and rough signs and decals and a little bit of everything.
Well, here's the roof sign she made for me.
And I got Dwayne's here too.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Awesome. That's the first time it's been seen except for one picture that you sent me. That's awesome. Told you mine was going to be better.
Let's see how it is. And also, some of the custom shirts he's made is right here for WFO.
Yep. I still have some, by the way.
You still have some to sell?
Yeah, I have t-shirts. only.
T-shirts?
Yep.
T-shirt weather's coming.
Heck yeah.
So you
with
got
Tyler-
pink and black?
Yeah, I got both.
Okay.
Nice.
Sizes? Anything you're out of?
Well, they're all on the website. So I'm not really sure what I'm out of, but I know I have a little bit of a variety of everything. So
Well, why don't you send me a link, and
You can put that.
I will share that over on High Octane for you.
yeah, everything is like through my website, so it tells you what's in stock and what doesn't.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you do have a website. I remember you sharing that. Do you want to tell people about that? What it's offering?
Yeah, so that basically just tells us what I sell and a little bit of like I have do photography too for it, so that features the website or the pictures. That'll bring you to a link for those too, and then like YouTube videos. I do like GoPro in-car videos, and so that will be featured at the top or the homepage, I think it is. But I haven't had any recent content to put on there, so that's kind of outdated.
You're gonna have to get in a car.
The plan. That
What was that?
is it that or my brother?
Yeah, yeah. Well, is Dylan your brother, right?
Yep.
And we just seen him over there at Glenwood.
Yep.
He did pretty good.
Yeah. I was surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it.
He looked like he was gonna be out of the top there, and he came back and got in, ended up in the feature, didn't he?
Yeah, because I think he took third.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm working on that
Yeah.
video currently, so that'll be up here probably tomorrow.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't even know. Like, I knew about it, but I couldn't go. And then I, like, text him later that night, and he's like, I got third. And I'm like, sick. That was awesome.
So you plan on running any derbies this year?
I hope, but it kind of depends on how all this roof sign decals kind of goes.
Has it
That's
gotten
my
pretty
first
busy?
priority. Not yet, but it's gonna turn a corner, I think. So
I believe that as well.
We still got snow on the ground, but what I have noticed is the weather's changing. We got longer days, stuff's starting to melt. You know, I think most of the derby community, they're kind of last minute people, so to speak. So you might get
I
really
learned
busy really quick.
I learned that last year. I did 2 roof signs a week last year,
Nice.
offer,
all summer long.
offer a 5% discount if they get them early.
Good because yeah, it was just hectic last year, and then trying to go to like the derbies and
Oh, I bet.
find like do stuff on my own, and I didn't have any time last year. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I get
But
that when it comes to editing pictures and video.
yeah, I mean, it keeps you busy and it's entertaining, but at the same time, you kind of get burnt out faster.
Oh, that's for sure.
But doing it full time too, so that kind of just puts a stab through it too. But it's a learning curve, so we'll get there.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm not a good graphic designer. I try, but
Well, I mean, I went to school for it too, so it's nothing like out of the ordinary,
what
and
do
it's
you use
popular now.
for? Do you use Illustrator?
Hmm.
It's the one
Illustrator
program
and
I don't have.
it's all of the like Adobe suite, so
Okay.
pay
Yeah,
for that. But that's
somebody told me the other day because I actually pay for Photoshop and Lightroom and a couple others. I think the apps for my phone, and they told me I might as well just get the whole thing.
yeah. I mean, you might as well for the price it is. You might as well. It's just you have everything there for you then.
Right.
So it's nice because for like pictures, you can switch from Lightroom to Photoshop, and then you can save it back into Lightroom and then upload right from Lightroom.
Right.
So it's
I definitely
kind
know
of faster
Lightroom
though.
has saved me a ton of time when it comes to the watermark.
Oh my gosh, yes, and like all your editing, you can copy and paste that all on the same image,
Yep.
so you don't have to, go through all of them at this different times.
I started off, I was using Photoshop doing that one at a time.
Oof,
Yeah, it took forever.
oof.
And then Photoshop would eat up all my memory because I had all the
Yep,
pictures in there, and they would crash my
yep.
computer, not save anything.
Yeah, it's nice because Adobe has the cloud too, so you can upload the cloud
Yep. Yeah, that's what I
as a
use on the
backup.
Lightroom.
Yeah,
So you can actually edit on your phone while your day's going, trying to get through.
yeah,
Hands free, of course.
yeah.
Hands free, of course. So, do you have any new adventures this year with your business you're looking at?
Um, Not really. I mean, just as whatever life throws at me. I'm I'm hoping I don't know. I kind of want to get one of those big printers for wraps,
That would be neat.
That
so I
would be
can do
neat.
like
I actually
I
had
don't.
somebody say they had one in a. I was looking at one last year because
Yeah.
I wanted to get a. I wanted to wrap my own car, and my wife actually knows how to do wrapping because she
Oh,
was
really?
working at a wrap shop down the road here, and
Yeah.
I thought, well, I can get what I need cheaper, and then she can make money off from it. Well, I forgot about
Oh,
it. It's probably gone by now.
no, I saw one on Facebook Marketplace. Was it the other day? But I'm like, I'm kind of going on a trip, so that's kind of putting, you're saving for the trip. So,
Right.
but I don't know if that'll be within this year or next, but I'm hoping soon for
Where are you
that.
guys going on a trip to?
We're going to Florida.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful. Where you or where are you going there?
So we're driving, so we're gonna drive down and stay in Nashville first, and then stay there for a night, and then drive down the rest to Florida. I think we're going to Clearwater or Tampa.
Nice. I lived in Clearwater.
Yeah, one of those two, but that's where we're going. It'll be fun.
We actually went straight, almost straight down. We stopped in pretty much every state on the way down at somewhere point in time. We stopped in Pensacola and just stayed in the Panhandle there.
Yeah.
We wanted to see the white sand beaches, and then we stayed 2 days there, and then we came back up straight up to the Smoky Mountains, and then went over to Nashville. So we almost did it backwards.
Yeah, I want to do something in each state, but it kind of depends on all time.
When you're driving, it takes a while. I mean, like you stop at each place. It's a pretty fun time.
I mean, so my boyfriend Dylan's driving, and when we went to Kansas in November, I slept the whole way. So I have a feeling that's how this trip's going to be.
I was the one sleeping. My wife was the one driving.
Why do you let her drive?
Well, because if I die in my sleep, it's okay. No, she's a good driver. I have the tendency to try to fall asleep when I'm driving.
I can vouch for that.
And yeah, he rides with me all the time. She don't. She'll actually pull over and wake me up and tell me I gotta drive.
Oh.
But I do a nodding game. One of these days I might not make it home.
Oh my gosh.
No,
that's awesome.
Wait, it's really fun to ride with.
I bet it is.
Oh boy.
We don't even talk about it. But your roof signs are nice. I do like your roof signs.
Thank you.
I'm excited to actually put it on top of a car this year. Last year we didn't do anything.
No.
We just did shows.
Are you doing like?
Huh?
Are you doing like autocross or actual derby?
If we get time to build a derby car, I'd love to do derby.
Oh, yeah. Even a chain car would work.
Yeah. Well, around here we have like bush racing, Baja racing, enduro racing. So there's a few different options of what we can really do.
Yeah.
So ideally, with one roof sign each, what our main goal here was to be able to feature the roof sign that you made in a mud bog, because I happen to have a mud truck. Oh, I got a couple of them. So once it comes off of there, for me, it's probably going to go to an enduro car. Once that's done, if the enduro car isn't finished off, I've got a really good game plan to try to find a show where that would fit. The car would fit into a derby. To finish it off. And then all I gotta do is pull my roof sign off of it. And the car that I have in mind is actually my buddy O'Reilly's. He wants the drivetrain back out of it if I don't totally decimate it. So that's my game plan with the roof sign.
Sounds like an awesome game plan.
Right?
Well, we're to the point where we're going to have to pick up a second crew. Super busy. And in the promoters we're working for, I mean, we kind of hear what's going on here and there. And it looks like their shows they're getting more shows this year. So
yeah,
we're running into conflicts.
Yeah, I saw Dylan Sandvig was looking at picking up another one too.
And I know Josh Stock's picking up new shows. Tyler maybe picking up new shows with WFO.
It's crazy.
And I know JP Sweet from Low County, he's having a lot more shows this year. He only one demo, but he's doing a bunch of racing stuff. They're Baja.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome to see that all these guys are growing.
Well, we bit the bullet too when we took off and said, yeah, let's go to North Dakota this year too.
Yeah, so we'll be working for Just for Fun Motorsports. And Mr. Solon's, he's got a memorial for his daughter out there that he runs a derby on.
Oh, cool.
So now we got 4 shows in North Dakota?
I believe it's 4 shows. It might be 5. I seen he was talking about another one something about 50,000. Haven't heard
So
anything.
we just keep on biting more off.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
But it's a blast. I mean, you came out and threw cameras in a car for us during Ice Crush.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
appreciate that.
I mean, I'm at almost every derby, so it's if you ever need someone, you can.
We always need someone. Look at the two of us. We can't do much.
Well, it's what is it, Mo, Curly, and
I don't even know.
we're missing a stooge here.
At least one.
We got Curly here. He's got no hair.
Right.
But
I couldn't tell you who.
Huh?
I couldn't tell you who the third one is.
It's Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Who were you missing before?
Huh?
Who couldn't you think of before?
I don't know, Shep.
Larry was the one. Is that? I mean, I'm Larry. Is Dylan Mo?
Hey, Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of shots. If you guys don't know, I think she mentioned before, but Kayla takes pictures, and I've seen your pictures from Long Prairie. They're good. You do a good job taking with your pictures. That's actually where we met you, was in Long Prairie. I think you were taking pictures, we were taking pictures, video. I mean, I think we met you in Alex, actually, but we actually met you in Long Prairie for the first time.
Yeah, I think so. Because that's when I did my interview, wasn't it?
Yep. And you were driving your blue compact. I don't know what it was.
It was Lumina.
That's right. There wasn't much left of it.
No, but I still have it, so.
You gonna run it? Is that the one you're looking at if you do?
Well, I have 2 bubbles, and then I have my pre-ran, but it needs a new motor and tranny in it, so.
Yeah, there was some video in your ad. We ended up throwing that in there.
Yep.
Well, you got to get behind the wheel of something so we can get another feature video going for you.
I want to. It's just, I mean, the business comes first.
Oh, I get that. That's why we struggle to put a car in anything.
Right.
Because it's like, you want to race, but there's probably a show that week.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if you can get it done, you have to have the time to actually get it done in the week. Whereas you'll be putting signs together at the end of the night. I'll be editing video and pictures. And so instead of being in the garage where I normally would be, I'm sitting in front of the computer.
I'm just going to find a total piece of crap and junk it and then go sit in a hot tub and you can do the editing. I don't care.
I can't edit a junk car.
You can edit how it got there.
Yes, I can. See, Dwayne's got a big old field in his backyard. What, you got like 40 acres?
80.
80 acres. Put a racetrack in his backyard or a demo.
I actually have a racetrack in my backyard.
Do it.
No, I have one in my backyard.
That's what I saw.
When's my invite?
Come on up anytime. I got a private campground there. We got all sorts of stuff going on.
Well, you and your old man should come up for the Mudfest at Benson's.
Benson Bog Days.
Yeah, when's that?
That is the last weekend in June. What is it, 23rd, 4th, and 5th this year, I believe?
I think so. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep. But we pregame Thursday. My boss is really nice to me. He gives me like 2 weeks off for Benson Bog Days. But I volunteer. I do a lot of stuff with them to it's my backyard mud bogs. So I usually take most of the month of June for me.
I will be running back and forth between Cohasset and Grand Forks, I believe.
That's the game plan.
And there's actually another derby I'm missing that I may need to find a third crew for. So
Oh my god. You gotta start.
It's getting wild. It is the 23rd, 24th, 25th.
I was correct. 23rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yeah, we're looking at 2 different schedules. Got everything programmed in. Always I forget. I got CRS. So, what's that?
I think the calendar is the best bet.
It is. I got 2 of them, and I got the one on my phone. But
Just to make sure.
what I was going to say now, I forgot.
I don't even know where you're at.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at either. Brain dead. But I was going to say, have you ever gone to a mud fest?
I think I have. I think it was Nimrod. I don't remember. But it was a couple of years ago, so.
So Nimrod, they do
Straight line
mug drags. This one, they have a big pit, and they got actually a racetrack. Built to Beat comes out there with these fast, what do you call them? Mega trucks. And they're awesome. We have a local guy. But then after that's done, they do a free-for-all in the mud pit.
We'll have a King of the Pit, hopefully another belt like I did last year for the September Fest. So we'll have like anytime there's a free moment from Friday till Sunday, everybody goes out and plays in the pit. We try to take the few best guys and we put them in a hat, kind of all vote on, see who's put on the biggest show for the weekend. We got the Built to Beat on Saturday. That's like 5 classes of different sport trucks, mega trucks. They got an ultimate 1-ton class, but that's around. I call it the jumpy trucks because we got big jump, big mud hole, big jump, big mud hole, big corner, big jump, big mud hole. It's a riot. It's a riot.
Sounds like fun.
Bring your camera up.
Right.
You get yourself some pictures.
I can probably find a guy that knows a guy that has tickets. So
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably could get you front row with the guy on the microphone.
I am going to announce their. No, I'm not going to announce their race. I am going to commentate live on our YouTube channel for that race. So that's going to be a blast.
That'll be 3 days of live broadcast.
And we have to listen to Dwayne.
Yep.
Yes.
So if the more people we can get in there to come talk to him, that's what I'm saying. If you come
the less you have to hear my annoying behind.
Come on in and talk to him. Tell him what you think of the show.
Yeah, be fun. Sounds like a blast.
It's a really good time.
Yeah.
Well, any future plans with the family running? I mean, is your brother and?
I don't know about my brother. He kind of runs just kind of night of type deal.
Sounds like
my dad has retired. So he says he says he's retired, but you know how that goes.
So didn't I do an interview of an out of retirement going back into retirement right off the bat when we were in Alexandria, I believe?
I think it was Glenwood.
Okay.
But
we were in
Glenwood. We were. Yeah.
For Chaos we were.
Yep.
Yeah. But yes.
Yeah, that's where we first met you guys.
Yep.
It's been going on for like 2 years of the back and forth. So I don't know what his plans are.
And I heard there's a Chaos show that's a 45 and older, so.
They're telling him to get in.
Did. That was interesting.
I think I got picked on a little bit there because they were like, hey, Dwayne, you could be in one. But,
well, my dad just turned 50 too, so
yeah.
He's old enough.
Yeah, he's only a couple years older than me.
Yeah. And then my sister just had knee surgery, so I don't know if she will be able to at all this year. But that's it really for family. I mean, I know like my brother's friends will do it, but I just don't know Normally it's just a, let's do this, hey, night
Well,
of kind of build.
from what I'm hearing, the payouts are going up this year too for almost all the shows.
Yeah, I saw that. I've heard it, I suppose, but
Well,
that's a good thing.
like full arena, every year they push to have the amount of payout go up to keep the
Yep.
show going.
Yep. Especially with all the competition, like not competition, but everyone else around.
Right.
So
Well,
I mean,
like
it's exciting.
Hmm?
It's exciting to see, like, how close the payouts will be from every different.
Oh, I think we lost you there for a second.
Are we back?
Yes. You were staying so still, I
Okay.
wasn't sure if you were froze up or.
I'm here now.
Nice.
But like the North Dakota shows, they're paying out. One of them's paying out $6,000. The other ones I think are paying out $4,000. But they're paying out in order to
Dang.
get people to drive to the shows. The full size is
Yeah.
the higher payouts there, whereas compacts get 1,000 to win.
hmm Yeah, that's a nice payout. I wouldn't complain about that.
No, that's pretty good. I think I might be heading out to Gold Rush, not to film, but just to watch and go along with some friends this year.
Is that November?
I believe so.
Yes.
Like
We
the
already
first week
discussed
of
this. I
November?
get screwed in November. I can't do nothing.
Are you a hunter?
No, I quit hunting deer 3 or 4 years ago. One of my good friends used to have a deer processing facility.
Oh,
He shut that down, and I started cutting deer on my own. So that's the have knife will travel on my sign. That's me.
yeah. Gotcha. I was
Yeah, as
wondering,
if I
but
don't have enough jobs.
well,
He
hey,
wears a
gotta
few
keep you
different
busy.
hats.
I spend all winter, like a lot of people get really jealous when they see that I fish 5 days a week all winter long. But I average like 120, 130 hours a week between my businesses and doing this with Sloan and just some of my other hobbies that I have in the summertime.
Oh, we're fading out.
Awesome. It ain't even my bald spot this time.
No,
It'll come back. Look at that.
Magic Wand did it.
So, yeah, so I screw off a lot in the winter, but I work a lot in the summer too. So it's a trade off.
Yeah.
Between my job, my business, it's about 120 hours a week.
Good Lord.
And we do that
Good
every
Lord.
week from like May until November.
Yeah. Hopefully, though,
Props
things
for
will
you
get
both.
lighter.
Not the way this year sounds.
Oh, I got a second crew, so it won't be quite so bad.
If we get the second crew all up and
Sounds like you need a third.
There's definitely weeks where we could use a third.
Honestly, if I could run 3, 4 crews, I would. But we don't.
We're probably still in training period for crew 2.
It takes a dedicated individual, considering we don't. I can pay their gas, and that's about it.
He got a dedicated individual with me. I usually end up buying him dinner after the show, so
He did. I owe you $15.
something like that.
Yeah.
I quit keeping a tally.
But like his boy's going to be filming this year.
Yep.
We worked with him a bit with the autocross, and I think he'll be good for the job.
Yeah,
But I think he'll
I'm
be
in
heading
my-
up a secondary crew.
Yeah, you met him at Ice Crush.
Yep.
And
I think he'll be a good help or a good part of that group.
oh, I agree. He fits right in. He's a weirdo too.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the 8 ball.
Right.
But is there anybody you want to thank for everything you do?
Probably just, I don't know, I don't really have people to thank. Probably you guys, obviously, for having me on here. My parents and my friends and family for like all the support, really. And then my boyfriend, because he is a constant pusher to keep going and keep like trying new things. So big shout out to him.
You need that in your life. Somebody don't push you.
Absolutely.
It's hard to keep moving forward sometimes.
It is, and especially this winter, it seems like it's never ending.
Mm-hmm.
So this is I think it's going to be a good year.
It took me longer to put videos out in a slow time than it did in the busiest time of the year, because I just couldn't keep myself moving forward.
That's how I felt too, because I felt so bad because it took so long for your guys' roof signs. And I will never take on projects in the winter ever again because it took so much longer.
Oh, it's just because you slowed down. I had to get back into the hang of it, you see.
Yeah, and then I couldn't find like the ambition because it's so gloomy and dreary and you feel nasty all the time. So
right. Well, you sent me messages with the video or picture of the sign of the drop.
Yeah.
And then from there, you just kept changing it within 2-3 minutes until it got to the point that I was good with it and you were good with it, and here it is. I was very happy with it.
Dwayne's too. I originally didn't have the High Octane logo on it, and then he requested to have it on there just like yours. And so, like, within 5 minutes maybe, I had it on there, and he's like, "Yep."
I honestly thought you had it mocked up with it somewhere, just hiding. And when I said it, boom, because it seemed like it was instantaneous to me.
He's not lying. He told me that on the phone.
Right.
That's okay though. I mean, once you get the hang of it, and like, I've had people reach out to me and try to like explain what I do. It's so different. They don't understand, but once you get used to doing it all the time, it's easy for me.
It's hard for me. Like, I went to school to be an artist, to be an art teacher, art professor. That's what I went to college for. And so I've been around art my whole entire life. But it's hard to be able to change, to convey what your mind's eye is. I want my sign to be like this. And then, what if we change this? What if we change that? I gave you a rough idea of what I thought was cool. And boom, boom, there's a couple different designs. And what if we put this here? And like I said, instantaneously, we had something that was probably better than my mind's eye expected. So I was happy with it. I'm going to be proud to display it. And I'm very thankful that you got it done for me.
Cool. Yeah, no problem. I really liked it because it kind of like, I was hesitant on the color choices. I'll be honest. I hated you that you told me green and purple, and then
We're fuzzy people.
I found this like mirror chrome purple.
Yep.
Fit it perfect. Done.
And honestly, the purple and green is an Articat thing. That goes back to my snowmobile days, back when I used to run a little rampant in the early 90s on a snowmobile. And it just kind of stuck. I'm not a huge fan of the green all by itself. I'm not a huge fan of the purple all by itself. And like, I always customize my snowmobiles so they have both. So I could buy a bunch of aftermarket plastics and stuff. But I just the way you made it work, it was totally different than what I had expected in my mind, but it was so much better. It was so much more unique, and it blended so much better than... I usually have a flat black sled with a bunch of bright green here and a bunch of bright purple over here, and nothing ever really matches. And that thing flowed awesome, so I'm appreciative.
Well, cool. That's awesome. It gives me Joker vibes.
Oh, for sure. That's kind of...
He's the Joker to my Batman.
There it is.
There it is. I like it.
Well, that was the plan, because my race car was Joker, and he was my lap counter.
Your race car was Batman.
Batman, yeah.
So we started out, we thought I was going to be Robin, but honestly, I'm too fat for the outfit. I don't look good in a Robin suit.
Come on, skin tight reds.
But honestly, the Joker kind of made more sense anyways. So that's the direction we led with.
Yeah.
So.
It fits, so I see it.
Yeah, right on.
There's a whole story about how me and Dwayne met that nobody knows yet, and that has something to do with it.
Sure.
And his son, the one you met, wore my Batman costume at the Enduro. One of the first ones they were really there helping me with.
Yep.
$400 on a Batman suit is a little bit much.
Goodness. Goodness.
Right, but you're Batman.
I am Batman.
It's legit.
I'm Batman.
That echoed in my ear.
All right, Kayla. Well, we'll let you jump off there. Is there anything you want to say before you take off?
No,
Plug your
think
website.
I've covered
How do you find your stuff? Tell everybody how to find your stuff.
www.10kgraphics.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram,
10kgraphics.com. Sorry.
YouTube. I think covered it.
Okay.
You got a TikTok.
Yep, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook.
All right. Well, everybody go over and look her up. If you're looking for roof signs, custom apparel, stickers, and just a whole slew of stuff, head on over to her website, get a hold of her.
Yeah.
And she'll get it done for you. She does good work. Better than my camera, that's for sure.
And you get free purchase.
Oh, you got some holographic ones?
Yeah.
Those are sweet.
And I got big. Wait.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
What's a guy got to do to get a couple of them for the front fenders of a really cool mud truck?
Nothing.
Sweet.
I need one for the back of my Subi.
Okay, I'll send a couple with you.
Perfect.
Well, thank you, Kayla.
Yeah.
And you guys have a good night and a safe drive. If I don't speak to you before you go to Florida.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
And thanks again for coming on.
Thank you.
You have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. And
that's the first one. Ran a little long, but we're all right.
Okay, this is very interesting, very driven individual.
Pleasure to meet her. Known her for about a year now. And I don't know, every time we talk to her, I find out more cool stuff that she does. Between the shirts, the roof signs, everything's really, really neat. Urge you guys to go over there and check that stuff out that she has at her website.
It's www.10kgraphics.com. You can find her on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Was there another one she said?
Sure. I'm not sure.
Well, hit us up. We'll send you in the right direction.
Right.
She's also a sponsor of High Octane Media.
We appreciate that.
We do. And she even comes on the ground and helps out when she can with cameras, pictures, whatever it may be.
Takes a village. She's part of the village.
That's right. Remember, support those that support you. And speaking of which, our next guest is going to be Brady Murphy with Murphs Fab and Repair. Here's a little video of him. And after that,
we'll link him up on here and do some talking.
Yes, we will bring him up and do some talking. Can you hear us now?
There it is.
Now I can.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the intro got messed up. I'll splice that in and when I put the podcast up on everything else.
Okay.
So how's it going?
It's going. Just slaving away.
Yeah, you got anything cooking in the garage?
Yeah, I got one of my own cars, and then I got a buddy's car that we've been building. We've been starting on them since January, probably. Yeah, probably before that. But um, yeah, we started on that. We're trying to get an early start, so we only have to fix our cars throughout the season rather than build a whole new one.
Right.
So,
Well, you were down in
but
Glenwood. How'd that go?
yep. Well, lost twice, and ended up not wanting to risk the motor because I'm going to be derbying that car too. So,
What was it?
but the car,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a '03 Century. I'm going to be running that one in the Mad Dog Challenge.
Cool.
So, yeah.
How do Buicks do? I guess I've never. I always hear about certain cars. I don't know what kind of frame it has.
I mean, I don't know. It'll be a good car to junk. So,
So tell us a little bit
it's,
about your business.
so with my business, I started out originally doing repair work, mobile work, um, docks, lifts, trailers, that kind of thing. And then it kind of snowballed my ideas into wanting to build derby parts, for off-season stuff, for the winter time, for when it's slow for me. And it that kind of exploded a little bit more than I thought it was going to, with what I wanted to build, and stuff like that. This coming season I'll be building a lot of bumpers, fuel cells. I'll be doing fixed plates. I do wheels, putting in centers, narrowing them. I make battery boxes, and that's kind of what I'm going to try to stick to. That way it doesn't, that way I can get that kind of stuff in and out, and still be able to have some fun at the derbies.
Right.
And then you bring a lot of that stuff with to certain shows, so you have it on hand if
So-
somebody is building one for the next show or whatever, too, right?
Yep, and I'll be bringing a lot of my parts with me. Whatever I got on hand, and and right now, I'll be, excuse me, I'll be running a special on bumpers until the end of the month. I'll be doing 10% off of my bumpers. They'll be built. Josh Stock will allow them. They're all quarter inch material. It's a heavier bumper, but they're strong and they last a long time. So
Right on.
Okay, what's a list of other things you make? I mean, I know you make a whole buttload of stuff. Fuel tanks, bumpers.
yep, and I make fuel cells. I'll be running fixed plates, or putting out fixed plates as well. Sets of those, battery boxes. And I'm, like I said, I'm gonna try to kind of stick to that kind of stuff. So, a lot of stuff that I can get in and out of my shop. Yeah.
I got to imagine when you set up your shop to do, like, say, fuel cells, you set up to do multiple so that way you have an inventory afterwards, right?
Right, pretty much. Yeah. So, I focus on doing cutting bumpers out one day, welding bumpers the next, that kind of thing. Otherwise, it's just too much jumping around.
Right.
Takes too much time. So,
And you make custom stuff too, so you obviously fab. If somebody was to
Yep.
need something, they could contact you and end up getting what they needed, more or less, if they could help draw it up with you.
yep, Yep. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not afraid of uh, trying something, new. Um, if someone needs something super specific set up, uh, you can get a hold of me. We can figure something out.
Mhm.
I seen you over at Bob Butler's house there, and I've seen him work. He's fast, very efficient. Tell
His
you
welds look better than yours.
what, well, if you consider chicken scratch good, I might be better, but he's no, I'm just kidding. he's so much better. I might be able to tack weld something.
Yeah, I give Sloan a little bit of the business there when it comes to welding because he's like, I can weld that, and then he's like, I'm not very good at welding.
But no, Brady threw his stuff together. He had the
Yeah.
welds done fast, very well. I'd buy a bumper from him. I mean, the way things are going this year, we might have to
Probably.
put it on the front of a car.
Maybe
You
we'll
plan
have
on
to
running
build
a
one
bunch
for the
this year?
Subaru.
No, what was that?
Yeah, I plan on running quite a few derbies this year.
Good.
Awesome.
So
It's always fun to see you out there too.
I mean, yeah, I always end up having something minute happen, but I think it's a comeback year.
Good deal. Good deal.
Well, you put on some good hits there in Otter Tail. I mean, lifted your car right off the ground.
Yeah, yeah, that was spooky. I definitely I'm pretty sure I hit my head on the passenger side of the dash bar.
And
So,
yeah, I'll
but
actually
yeah, I
put that in
plan on
the
running
intro
at
here.
least. I mean, last year I ran a 10.
No, it was. I mean, I seen you all over the place. I seen you at WFO. You were up there. You were in Bullring, right? You were in Bagley.
Yep,
I seen you in Otter
I
Tail.
think so. Yep,
You were in Fertile too, weren't you?
yep, both times.
Both times. Yep. You were
Yeah, I
also
think.
in
Yep,
Perm,
I
wasn't you?
ran Fertile. Yep, yep. I was running Chad's car. Shout out to Chad on that one.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, you run all over the place. So not only do you
So,
build this stuff, you get to test this stuff too.
yep, yep. Yeah, I do. I mean, I've always built my own parts. I mean, there's a handful of things that I've bought that obviously I can't make, but yeah, a lot of it has been a lot of learning, a lot of figuring out how to make something work and how to make it last. So,
Right. So if you have to choose a favorite car to run, what would it be?
well, it kind of depends on how bad I'm hurting from the last one, but probably, I mean, compacts are hard hitting, and uh, big cars, they're probably my favorite to run. They're my favorite to build, that's for sure.
See, I think we saw you in more big cars last year, didn't we?
Yep. Yeah, I ran a couple of, I think I ran two compacts last year. Um, but yeah, it was mostly big cars.
I was talking about building a car with Josh Stock, and he goes, "Well, if you want to hurt, you can run a compact."
That's exactly right.
He suggested building a full size. I'm not a very good welder, and I don't understand the rules right, so I'll probably be way underbuilt. Just a
Yeah.
soft AF
Well, I think I was
car, right?
underbuilt for most of mine. Yeah, that was me and Zach.
Yep.
That was me and Zach Gustafson. Yeah.
Well, you had. Did you have?
Well, that car I ran in Otter Tail.
Oh,
The
that
car
car
I
you ran
ran
in
in
Otter
Otter
Tail.
Tail, that was a pretty rusty car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rusty car.
And you tend to run with
We had to
Bob
make a
Butler too,
floor
don't you?
pan for the driver's feet.
Oh God.
Well, yeah, I mean, we run at the same ones. We trade parts back and forth.
Cool.
He gets parts from me. I mean, and I've been good buddies with him for a few years now. So
Yeah, he's a good guy. I seen him down there too. He was running autocross with you. What'd you think of the track?
oh yeah, that was wild. Definitely took some. I mean, I haven't done autocross until then, and I was not expecting that. That's for sure. It was a lot
A
of
lot
fun.
of tight S corners. A lot of people ending up
yeah.
out in the snowbank.
Yeah, you had to really learn how to use an e-brake.
Right, right.
yeah, yeah,
And then Debbie was there. Bob was there. You were there. I mean, well, I guess it was a lot of people because it was a lot of people we see normally. There was some new people there. But it looks fun. I know he ran in Wilmer.
Yeah, that was just a little roundy round track. Though.
Yeah.
That was that was nothing compared to the last two autocrosses we've seen.
Right, right.
So since that was your first one running it, what'd you think of it? What'd you think of the layout of the track? What'd you think of the double elimination? What'd you think of that?
that was definitely that took some time to wrap my head around how that worked. confused me at first, but no, it was a lot of fun. I think I'm trying to get Emily into it. You know, she wanted to run, but that was a little bit more of a technical track than she wanted to start out with. So,
Sure.
yeah, she plans. I'm hoping to build another car for her to run at autocross this year. So
I would like to run it, but it's hard to get away from the camera sometimes.
just got to bring it with you. Just hold it in your hand.
Right. I'll have to have you rig something up so I can live broadcast from the car.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, we had talked about doing a GoPro mount, customized one. I've been lazy. I haven't really got around to it, but I will. And
Yeah.
and that's another thing like we were talking about. He does custom stuff. So if you have an idea, contact him. He'll let you know if he can do it, but more than likely, he's going to try.
I think we do actually need his expertise when it comes to.
And if it
Go ahead.
no, what were you saying?
Well, I think when it comes to our failure rate on our GoPros, we probably need your expertise so we can get something that's rigid and stays there.
Yeah.
We've had a
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah, that's definitely hard to,
It was like perm. I
definitely hard
lost
to
a
get,
camera.
Right.
it to stay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely hard to get them to stick, You hit a little too hard and then they start bouncing around.
Right.
Our biggest problem was our clips were coming out.
Okay.
They just couldn't handle that forward force like they should have. But more or less, we're gonna need something that is stuck to the car and won't let it come out. We'll put it in a life-proof box and put it in there and put an external battery on it and let it go. All we gotta do is hit a couple bolts, pull it out, put it in another one.
Yep. Definitely.
So
yeah, we'll have to figure something out. We'll get together and draw something up.
oh, for sure. So what's one of your favorite things to make, I guess? Because I know as a mechanic, I had a favorite and least favorite things that I had to work on. What's one of the things that you really have fun doing?
Definitely building bumpers. I mean, trying to, making different designs, making it to how the customer wants it, seeing what works better than the other one, and it's definitely took a lot of trial and error. It took me a long time to figure out the first couple on how to make them, and how to make everything work and actually look half decent.
You just got to watch them go out and either fail so you know what's wrong with them or work, and you know you did it right. But you've made a lot since then, haven't
Yeah,
you?
I mean, the I think I've made one, two, three, four. I've only made 5 or 6 of them so far. Um, but it's one of them things that like I said, winter kind of shut me down. I haven't been able to do a whole lot uh, of work for other people, so I had to get a job to pay the bills.
That happens.
I
So
get that.
that's been taking up my time. Yeah, yeah.
Then when you build them bumpers, do you have to build them a different spec for different promoters then?
Well, the ones that I'm building, I mean, I I have them or I've been building them to Josh Stock's rules. Where he says 8-inch point over 32-inch spread, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and obviously and I make them different for compact cars and full size cars for the length.
Right.
But yeah, I try to, and I've been mellow. Like I made one that was a little too extreme, I think. But I dulled it down a little bit where it was still effective, but not so extreme, and someone wouldn't want to put that on their car.
Right. Well, the pointies are always scary looking,
So
but I've seen
yeah,
flat
they're
ones out there
definitely.
too that seem to do about as well as the pointies.
Yeah, yeah. It just depends on how you drive,
Right.
and what you're looking for in your car. So
And every promoter, I mean, even watching you, every promoter people drive different for. So, like at a Josh Stock show, you drive different than you do in a WFO show. And I'm guessing it has to do with the rules
yeah,
in the bill.
I mean, uh, yeah, to an extent, for me, it also depends on how much life I have left in my car.
Right.
I, People tell me that I fix them beyond what they think I should. um, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely, and a lot of it with each derby, you you drive with the pace, you drive with how other people drive, so you're not out there blowing your car apart when everyone else is kind of, making smart hits.
I feel like I'd be the premature detonation guy because I'd just mash the giggle pedal and go until it's not going no more.
Premature is the word there.
I'm good at that.
So
Yeah, I
Emily
definitely
says
have a
Riley
hard
says
time
hi,
with that.
Dad. And Josh Stock says, "Who's this calendar fella, Mr. November?"
I don't know if November works. September's my birthday month, so
Gotta get your birthday suit, huh?
oh yeah. Hi Riley. Hi Emmy.
No, we joked around about it. We've got this thing where we're coming up with a calendar, and I'm a firm believer. I'm getting on the bandwagon. I think we're going to do an all dudes one and an all chicks one.
I don't know if anybody's gonna buy the dudes one.
Josh, I better see you on that one.
Oh, you know he'll be in it. This guy here's gonna have nothing more than 2 stickers and some tassels.
Probably what we're looking at.
Oh yeah.
So you got anything planned until Derby season, or is it just working on cars and going to work?
Pretty much. I'm gonna try to stockpile some parts when I have some time, but also be ready for the season for myself, and try to make a little bit of money to make it to the shows.
Gonna have to go and get yourself some sponsors.
Yeah, something.
That's one thing in the Derby world I don't see a whole lot of people running a whole lot of sponsors. Like you go to a Wasota race, and the car will be covered in sponsors, front and back. You come to the Derby, and
Yeah.
a lot of the guys don't have any names on it at all, just the paint job and the number. And I'd like to see the
Right.
community get more involved in helping, because I mean, how many people you know, if it wasn't for Derby, they'd probably be dead by now.
Yeah, I'm one of them. That's for sure. You know, it's but yeah, I mean, my dad, he owns his own business in Detroit Lakes here. Um and he has sponsored me for a few entry fees, stuff like that. And I build out at his shop. Um so that's you know, definitely very helpful.
It's funny. Last time I was in Detroit Lakes, I got to sleep in the Subaru. I was at the fair demo there,
Oh
and
yeah.
I actually come from Detroit Lakes originally. My family's from down there. Lived in a cornfield,
Okay.
so
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they probably bulldozed it and put houses in by now. But back then it was like 1,000 acres, and there was just our house in the cornfield. And we moved up here.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely changed a lot in the past 20 years. Definitely has grown. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm looking forward to running my home show, at the fair. Definitely looking forward to that.
It's pretty rough around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think last time I was there, I seen two teams battle it out during the full size. So, CJ
That
Zachariah
sounds
and
about right.
Gemini.
Yeah, that's usually how that goes.
It was a good show though. I seen the worst boys down there. Um, God, I actually seen quite a few people down. I seen some new ones too, like the Showtime one. They were driving trucks.
Yeah, I didn't go.
No, you weren't there. You wouldn't be able to sleep in the city
Showtime,
with me.
there those those Showtime boys, they've Todd and them boys, they've ran quite a few. They ran that derby quite a bit.
What I heard, they were getting older and they were thinking about retiring, which is too bad because they put on a pretty good show.
Well, Todd's been saying that for the past few years, I think. He just can't seem to let it go, apparently.
It seems to be the average. We hear a lot of people as they're getting older and they're kind of cycling out. Uh, I think they're on year three, saying they were done, still building a car. They just wait longer to build it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely seems to be that way.
Well, do you have anybody you want to get a shout out that helps you out? Uh, Maybe sponsors you, gets you out
Yeah,
there.
well, definitely shout out to my fiance Emily, my daughter Riley. They put up with my long nights, early mornings, and all the things that come in between that. Um, you know, Definitely all my friends that helped me build. Zach, Chad, helping me with parts. Um, yeah, and all of the buddies that definitely helped me out throughout the years, taught me a lot. So
I always love running into you out there. You're a good dude to talk to. Um, I hope to see a lot more of you out there this year. Are you selling parts again for at WFO shows?
um, I'm gonna try to make it to a few. Um, I'm probably gonna be. Uh, I'm gonna. I'm gonna try to make it to as many shows as I possibly can, uh, life permitting.
Right. No, I get it.
So
I'm looking at trying to run a second crew. I really need three crews but I'll be lucky if I get a full second one. Even if it's just somebody with a camcorder
Yeah.
running around for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
looking at upgrading my my equipment, and that's not going to be cheap. But
Yeah.
it's all a learning process.
Definitely. There's a lot of give and take, and yeah, upgrading equipment, regardless of what industry you're in, definitely takes a hit.
Oh yeah, but it's always nice to have a backup that still works. Instead of
Absolutely.
having to wait till the last minute and then upgrade.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, another thing is that my plasma cutter's been down for about a month, so I haven't been able to, even if I had the time to, I haven't been able to get out to the shop really. So
You're gonna have to get yourself a plasma table now. Upgrade.
yeah. You gonna sponsor me for that one?
Well, if I make it big, I'll buy you a whole shop.
Oh yeah, I'll hold you to that, just like the calendar.
All right.
Perfect.
But you got to give me a good calendar
All right,
shot.
man.
I mean, it's got to be able to sell the whole calendar. No pressure.
Oh yeah.
But Brady, thank you for coming on here tonight. Really enjoyed having you
Yeah, I
on.
appreciate you guys having me on.
And
Definitely
definitely we'll be
appreciate
seeing
the
you.
opportunity.
We'll definitely be seeing you a bunch this year. If you get back in making new stuff and you want to talk about it, hit me up and we'll get you back on here. It's always a pleasure having a talk with you.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Thanks again, man. You have a good night.
Yeah, later.
Oh, I bumped the mic there.
Yeah, you've been bumping stuff steady.
And that was Brady Murphy with Murphs Fab and Repair. I know you can find him on Facebook if you want to inquire about bumpers, tanks, custom work. Just hit him up. He's pretty quick to answer. He works pretty fast. Does good work.
And yet again, another guy that derbies when he absolutely can, and just decided to make a little extra off his hobby and came up with a good design for a bumper. He's got really cool. Everything that he does is really cool.
Well, it's kind of came out. It's the way we are. It's the way Kayla is. It's the way Brady is. I mean, all the promoters that came on, that's how they
Right.
started. That's why we like to do this. We like to make sure that everybody gets a shout out, gets recognized at least a little bit. I mean, I know we're not huge, but we're trying. And there's a lot of people out there who are working to the same goal to get the same stuff done and enjoy the sport just as much. And it's nice to be able to get them on here so you guys can talk to them, see them. If you didn't know who they are, now you do. Maybe you got a new parts plug. Maybe you got a new signs plug. Maybe you need graphics for the side of your car. Kayla does that too.
Right.
If we can help local businesses while we move forward, that's exactly what we want to do.
If we're all growing together, we're all going the right direction.
That's right. But with that, we're going to call it a night. I want you to remember, it's all about the experience. And you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.